did you know Regina Moreau? I wouldn't say we were the closest, but I thought we were pretty decent friends. Tell us all you know. It all started at my pool party this past weekend. She found her boyfriend with another girl, and she was so terribly upset. If only I would have told her sooner. So you knew about this? Yes. But in my defense, I just wanted to protect her feelings. I didn't want her to get hurt. I just hoped it would all blow over, but I guess I was wrong. Oh, poor Regina. What a terrible friend I am. If only I told her the truth, maybe she would have still been alive. State your name. Jessica Wakefield. How well did you know Molly Hudson, Justin Belson? Not at all. I just know they have a bad reputation at school is all. I hear they sell drugs and stuff. Were you friends with Regina? No, not really. When she first moved here, I tried to be friends with her, but I guess we were just too different. She immediately took a liking to Bruce Patman, that creep, and they became inseparable ever since. It sounds to us that you don't really have a liking for this Bruce Patman fellow. You would be correct with that statement. Can't stand him. He's such a jerk. It's all his fault, I tell you. I didn't mean for this to happen. At all. I loved Regina with all my heart. She's the first girl I've ever been in love with. I just wish I could turn back time and still have her with me. If only I haven't done that stupid thing at Elizabeth's party, maybe she would still be here with me. Do you know of the whereabouts of Molly Hudson, Justin Belson? No, sir. Who's the name of the other woman? She's not another woman. She's nothing to me anymore, I swear. But her name's Amy Sutton. She's out there in the waiting room. It's all her fault. If she didn't try to manipulate me time after time, none of this would have happened. Maybe I just want someone to blame. It's all my fault, I know it. I'll never forgive myself, ever. Please, officer, I never meant for any of this to happen. Don't arrest me. You can relax, Miss Sutton. You're not going to be arrested. If anything, Justin Belson and Molly Hess will be arrested. But we haven't tracked them down yet. Do you know of their whereabouts? I have no idea who those people are. I only moved back to Sweet Valley a couple months ago, you see. I used to live here and then I moved away in middle school. Is it true that you tried to get in between Bruce and Regina's relationship? Well, when you put it that way, it makes me seem like the bad guy, but I guess so. I just had such a big crush on Bruce, I wanted him all for myself. I can't help it. I'm a girl, you know. I have needs. Would you say you had it out for Regina Moreau? Officer, are you suggesting that I had something to do with this? How could you say that? Of course not. Would I have liked to have her out of the way? Sure. Anything to get Bruce, but I never would have resorted to such barbaric actions. What kind of girl do you think I am? We've talked to some of your classmates already, and some of them have blamed you for what's happened. Do you think you're to blame? No, Molly and Justin are to blame. I had nothing to do with this, I swear. It was all an accident. How can you sit there and blame me for something I didn't do? I think we've heard enough. State your name. Todd Wilkins, sir. Your friends say that you were there too the night Regina Moreau died. Is that true? Yes. I was there when we found her. Was anyone else in the house? Well, when we arrived, Molly Hess was there, but then she quickly escaped out the back door. We had no idea where she went. We were too busy on Regina. So you have no idea where those two went? No, sir. It's a mystery. Haven't seen them at school either. For all I know, they could have run away out of Sweet Valley. From what I heard, she died only minutes before we showed up. If only we were a couple of minutes earlier, maybe we could have saved her. We could have done something. It was so traumatic. I don't think I'll ever get that image out of my head. Poor Regina. She was such a sweet girl. She didn't deserve any of this. At all. State your name, please. Nicholas Moreau. I am, or was, Regina's older brother. Do you know where Justin or Molly is? No. For the last time, I have no idea where they are. But when I find them, so help me. Do you always act this violent, Nicholas? What are you saying? My sister just died, you idiot. Of course I have a right to be upset. What do you think? Sorry. Just really tense. Things haven't been the same at home. My parents plan to leave Sweet Valley. We can't bother to stay here anymore. You were there the night it happened, right? You found her body? Yes, sir. I'll never get that image out of my head. Ever. My poor sister. I feel like I should have done something for her. The last time I saw her alive, she was so mad at me because I tried to stick up for her at school. I'm such an idiot. I'm a terrible brother. I could have done something better for her, but I let my stupid macho side get the best of me. For the rest of my life, I'll just think over and over what I could have done to save my sister. I won't rest until Regina gets justice. I won't rest until whoever did this to her is behind bars, or better yet, dead. I won't rest until she's been avenged. I won't let her die for nothing. Not on my watch. You alright? No, Todd. I don't think I'll be alright ever again. I'll never forgive myself. I could have prevented this. We all could have. You did your best, Elizabeth. But there's nothing we could have done. Unfortunately, we can't change fate. But why did it have to be Regina? Why her? Liz, are you ready to go? I guess so. Elizabeth Wakefield? Yes? I'm Regina's mother. May I speak to you for a moment? I'll get the car started. Mrs. Moreau, I am so terribly sorry about your loss. Regina was a very good girl, you know. I don't understand how she could have gotten mixed up with such a terrible crowd at school. She was a very gifted and artistic student, too. Did you know that? Well, I didn't really know her that well. We were more of acquaintances, really. Well, she's told me plenty about you, Elizabeth. And so is Nicholas. You're a very special girl from what I hear. And I have something for you that belonged to Regina. One of Regina's many hobbies was photography. Did you know that? She loved to take photos of nature and her friends. This is her prized possession, her camera. I feel like it would get best use from you, Elizabeth, being a journalist and all. Mrs. Moreau, I couldn't. I'm not worthy of such a gift. Oh, but Elizabeth, I insist. Regina would want you to have this. Regina hated me in the end. I don't deserve something that was so special to her. I'm sure she didn't hate you, but I know, deep down, she cared for you, as you cared for her. Take it, please. Well, alright. Thank you, Mrs. Moreau. I'll treasure it always. You're a good girl, Elizabeth. I don't want you to make the same mistakes my daughter did. I will see you around. What are you doing here, Patman? Regina was my girlfriend. I have a right to be here. No, you don't. But you sure have some nerve being here. What's your damage, Todd? Don't you think I've suffered enough? No, I don't. And quite frankly, I don't think you've suffered as much as Regina has. Nowhere even close. What do you want from me, man? I apologized 1,000,000 times, didn't I? Regina meant the world to me. I never in 1,000,000 years would have wanted this to happen to her. Ever. How could you stand there and accuse me? Don't give me that. If Regina meant as much as you say, you wouldn't have let this happen. You wouldn't have been manipulated by Amy. A girl throws herself at you time and time again. You tried defending yourself. Bruce, I think that all that money has finally got to your head. It's really not that hard. It's called being a decent human being. Nicholas, is that you? Hey, Liz. Is that a cigarette? So what if it is? What's gotten into you? You don't smoke. I do now. Things have changed. Haven't you heard? Nicholas, Regina wouldn't want this. Who cares what she wants? She's not around anymore. Haven't you heard? Nicholas, you can't blame yourself for what happened. We couldn't have prevented it, no matter how much we think we can. We don't have much of a choice but to move on. That's easy for you to say. Your sister's still alive. She's not lying in a coffin somewhere. We can get through this together. In times like this, what we really need is friends and family support. And I'll be that for you if you want. But don't even bother. My family and I plan to move out of Sweet Valley in a couple of days. What? Nicholas, you can't! Don't try to convince me otherwise. We already made up our mind. We can't bother to stay in this town anymore, not after what happened. So what about your friends here in Sweet Valley? None of that matters anymore, Elizabeth. Nothing matters without Regina. And what about me? Don't I matter to you? You're the only person I trust here anymore. But even still, I can't bother to live here anymore. I hope you understand. I suppose. Nicholas, I'll miss you so much. Promise you'll write me every week? I promise. Maybe even every now and then I'll come and visit. But only for you. I'll never forget you, Elizabeth. Ever. You've changed my life. Goodbye, Elizabeth. Take care of yourself. Mrs. Moreau just gave you a free camera? Sweet. It's not just a camera, Todd. It's Regina's. It's very special. I need to make sure I take good care of it. Well, of course. Say, how about we take it out for a test run? I'll model for you. It'll be great for the Oracle, wouldn't it? You can get all sorts of cool pictures for the newspaper. Hey, I guess you're right. I'll totally model for you too, Elizabeth. I'll need all the practice I can get if I'm going to be the world's most famous model someday. Just be sure to get my good side. And what side would that be? We can play cover girl another time, Jessica. I need to do some practice shots for the newspaper. You're no fun. Ready to go? Lead the way, good sir. That was a lot of fun. It was. Gee, Liz, I never knew you had it in you to be a model. You might give Jessica a run for her money. Well, luckily we look just alike. You should model for me more often. Don't get your hopes up. It was just a one-time occurrence. We'll want to head off to Casey's ice cream parlor? Maybe tomorrow. I'd like to get home and develop some of these pictures. I can't wait to see what they look like. I thought I told you to be here by 12. Sorry, sir. I got held up doing business elsewhere. Well, whatever. You got the stuff or not? Yeah, I do. Well, get the van loaded up, will ya? What was that? You there! What do you think you're doing? Don't just stand there. Get her! Stop her! Todd, start the car! What's going on? Just drive! You there! Stop! Go, Todd, go! Wait! Damn. Well, Todd, these photos turned out amazing. I'll say. You're the next Christy Brinkley. Oh, Todd, I'm nowhere close to Christy Brinkley. Yeah, but in my eyes, you're far more beautiful. You're so corny. What was up with that guy chasing after our car? I don't know. They must have been up to something quite shady in order for them to chase us like that. I was just taking a photo is all. How'd it turn out anyway? Let's see. Darn, my finger was in the way. You can barely make him out. Good afternoon, Sweet Valley. This is the Sweet Valley News. We interrupt your regular scheduled program to inform you that drug dealer Ron Hunter is still at large. He is rumored to be roaming around Sweet Valley himself, but he's not been captured just yet. If you have any information on this photographed young man, please call the police or let some law enforcement know. Todd, that's him. That's the guy. Are you sure? It has to be. Ron Hunter, this big drug dealer. Do you think he was the drug dealer that sold the drugs to Molly Hecht and Justin Belson? The drugs that killed Regina? Now I think you're getting ahead of yourself. But I think this is too much for it to be a coincidence, don't you think? Well, it's worth a shot, I suppose. Hello, police? All this shopping has totally made me hungry and junk. I could so go for a burger right now. So, how was the funeral? Depressing. What do you expect? Oh, it was dreadful, Lila. Just miserable. Oh, I couldn't stand it. Even something like shopping couldn't take my mind off things, and that's really saying something. Do you honestly blame Bruce? Of course I do. It's all his fault, you know. Jessica, I know you have a vendetta against the guy, but don't you think you're being a little hard on him? He's hurting too, you know. I warned Regina from day one about Bruce, but she didn't listen to me. If only I insisted a little harder, maybe I could have prevented all this. I heard on the radio that drug dealer is still out there. The guy that sold the drugs to Molly and Justin. So? They're the same drugs that killed Regina. That guy's still out there somewhere. Lila, I really don't want to talk about this right now. I just want to move on with my life, you know? Sorry. It's just a small town like this. It's kind of hard not to talk about it. Oh, but I just found the perfect change of subject. Oh, he's gorgeous. As if I totally saw him first. In your dreams. Just look at those muscles. What a hunk. He's looking at me. In your dreams, he's totally looking at me. Hi, Lila Fowler, but you probably heard of me. Hey! What'd I tell ya? Haven't I seen you before? I don't recall, unless you've seen me in your dreams. Sorry about earlier this afternoon. My buddy's just a little camera shy is all. Huh? You and some other guy, you're taking photos? Oh, right. Silly me, I must have forgotten. If you don't mind, do you happen to have the photo on you? I'd like to keep it, for safekeeping. I must have left it at home. Well, that's okay, we can head over there right now, can't we? I guess so. Well, don't you want to hang out for a little bit? Scream, and I'll shoot. What do you want? Give me the photo. I'm not fooling around. But why? Don't ask questions. I don't want to do this to you. But I will if I must. I don't know who you're talking about, please. We're gonna go for a little drive. Where? To your place. You're gonna go in your house, get that photo, give it to me, and you're not gonna say a word to anyone. You got that? Listen, I lied, okay? I wasn't the one that took photos of you earlier today. That was my sister Elizabeth. Liar. I swear. Get a move on. I don't have time for games. Please, I'm telling you, I'm not who you think I am. Shut up, and don't make a sound or I'll shoot you. We're going to get in the car nice and quietly. You're not going to make a sound, you got that? Yes. Hi, Jess. Enid. Shut it, Blondie. Hey, how's it going? Just fine. Looks like you're busy. I won't bother you any longer. See you around, Jessica. Keep it moving. Thanks for helping me with the film development, Winston. These photos turned out amazing. Especially that one really blurry photo of that guy. How'd you do that? Just takes a little bit of color adjustments and makes for a clearer photo. You really think that's the guy on the news? It has to be. Why else would he chase me? Well, if it is who you think it is, I hope you stay safe, Elizabeth. That guy could be dangerous. Well, I'll be just fine, Winston. But I appreciate your concern. See you at school tomorrow, Liz. You too. How'd the photos turn out with Winston? That went pretty good. I developed the photos, and I got a clear image of that guy. I'm telling you, Todd, I am this close to cracking the case. Don't be going all Nancy Drew on me, Liz. Oh, shut up. Are you coming over soon or not? Just gotta help my mom with dishes and I'll be over. Great. And then once you and I are together, we'll drive over to the police station, show them the pictures, and I'm sure they'll catch the guy. Regina would be so proud. That must be Jessica. Hurry on over here, okay? Who are you? Liz! Well, what do you know? There is two of you after all. Doesn't matter. Pretty soon, there'll be none of you. Give me the photos. Now! Okay. Please don't hurt us. Finally. Ron will be so pleased. Okay. You have your photos. Now will you please let us live? I don't think so, ladies. I'm afraid you know far too much. Ron wouldn't be very pleased if he knew the witnesses were still alive. We won't tell anyone, we swear. Please. If there's one thing I learned in this business, it's don't trust a pretty face. Liz! Liz, I'm here! Todd, help! Now you've done it. Stupid girl, you think you're so clever, huh? Well, just because someone's here doesn't mean they're coming to the rescue. It's time to die. That's where you're wrong. Todd! No one hurts Elizabeth and gets away with it. And what am I, chopped liver? Todd, what do I do? Call the police. Let me go, you punk. I don't think so, dude. When the police get a hold of you and Ron, you'll be put away for a long time. Take that, you creep! Ugh! What did you do that for? We already handled the guy. Well, now you tell me. Well, anyways, he had it coming. He's a total creep. And for the record, you're not even that attractive. I don't know what I saw in you. We're so over. We would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. I'm just glad things are back to normal. You say that, but they really aren't. Just because that guy's arrested and behind bars doesn't change the fact that Regina's gone forever. Maybe not, but we avenged her death at least, didn't we? That's the guy that supplied the drugs that killed her in the first place. Regina got the justice she deserved, don't you think? I guess so. I just feel so terrible for Nicholas. It's the first day since he's been gone and I miss him already. Friends come and go, Elizabeth. That's just a part of life, isn't it? I suppose. Why does life have to be so hard sometimes? That's how we grow as people, sweetheart. We wouldn't become better human beings if everything just stayed happy and sunny all the time, right? I guess. How come you always know what to say? I learned it from the best.